Introduction. The crossroads of your 40s, a wake-up call you can't ignore. Are you in your 30s? Then stop what you're doing and listen closely, because I'm about to share something that could radically alter the course of the rest of your life. I'm 45, and from where I'm standing, I can see a clear dividing line in the road ahead. It's a line that separates two very different kinds of people, and the direction you take in your 30s will determine which side you end up on. This isn't about fear-mongering, it's about giving you the map I wish I had. We're about to dive deep into the unfiltered truths about health, wealth, and a life well lived. What you do with this information is up to you, but I promise you by the end of this, you'll be looking at your future in a whole new light. So, are you ready to choose your path? Chapter 1, Your Body, Your Future, the Unwavering Truth About Health. When you cross the threshold into your 40s, a stark reality sets in. You begin to see the tangible results of the choices people made in their younger years. It's as if a spotlight illuminates the two distinct paths people have walked, the path of self-care and the path of neglect. In your 20s, you're practically invincible. You can pull all-nighters, survive on questionable food choices, and bounce back with what seems like superhuman resilience. But your 30s are the turning point, the decade where your habits begin to compound, either building a strong foundation for your future or slowly chipping away at it. One of the most critical investments you can make in your future self is building and maintaining muscle. After the age of 30, you naturally start to lose 3 to 8% of your muscle mass every decade, and this rate of decline only accelerates after 60. Lifting weights isn't just about aesthetics, it's about preserving your functionality and independence as you age. Think about it this way. Would you rather be the oldest person in the weight room, still strong and capable, or the youngest person in a nursing home, reliant on others for basic tasks? The choice you make today directly impacts that future, and what you put into your body is just as crucial as how you move it. The old adage, "You are what you eat," has never been more true. The food you consume is a direct investment in your present and future energy levels, your mood, and your overall health. If you're constantly feeling sluggish, irritable, or just plain off, take a hard look at the fuel you're putting into your body. Numerous studies have shown a direct link between the nutrients we consume and our mental well-being. A diet rich in whole, unprocessed foods can be a powerful tool for promoting positive mental health, while a diet filled with processed junk can have the opposite effect. Chapter 2, The Rhythm of Life, Mastering Your Daily Habits. Beyond what you eat, when you eat can have a profound impact on your health. This concept, known as circadian nutrition, is one of the most underrated yet powerful tools for optimizing your well-being. It's about aligning your meal times with your body's natural internal clock. A simple way to start is by finishing your last meal at least 3 to 5 hours before bed. This gives your body ample time to digest, leading to a significant improvement in the quality of your sleep. Similarly, having your first meal 1 to 2 hours after waking helps to regulate your appetite and hunger signals throughout the day, and it kickstarts your circadian rhythms. You can add a meal in between those two, and after about a week of consistency, you'll find your body naturally adapting to this new, healthier rhythm. And speaking of sleep, let's be clear, it is the most potent performance-enhancing drug on the planet, and the best part is, it's completely free. We often treat sleep as a luxury, something to be sacrificed in the name of productivity, but in reality, consistently getting 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night is the foundation upon which everything else is built. Aim for a consistent sleep and wake time, even on weekends, to regulate your body's internal clock. Take the time to create a sleep-conducive environment, dark, quiet, and cool. When you prioritize and fix your sleep habits, you'll be amazed at how many other problems in your life seem to resolve themselves. Finally, let's talk about one of the most accessible and transformative habits you can adopt: walking. In our fast-paced world, the simple act of putting one foot in front of the other is often overlooked. But walking is a powerhouse of benefits. Feeling stressed? Go for a walk. Feeling angry? Walk it out. Need a creative breakthrough or a moment of clarity? A walk can work wonders. It's a low-impact exercise that burns calories, is accessible to almost everyone, and is incredibly sustainable. It improves brain function, reduces stress, and can be a powerful tool for managing your weight. It's the ultimate multitasker for your physical and mental health. Chapter 3. The Inner Game, Cultivating a Powerful Mindset. Let's be honest, we all judge a book by its cover. It's a natural human tendency. So why not make your cover one that reflects the quality of what's inside? Caring about your appearance isn't about vanity, it's about self-respect. It starts with the fundamentals we've already discussed: nourishing your body with good food, building strength through exercise, moving regularly, and getting enough sleep. When you feel good on the inside, it naturally radiates outward. Then you can focus on the finer details, like a haircut that suits you and clothes that make you feel confident. You don't need to be a fashion expert, you just need to show that you care. You'll be surprised at how differently people treat you when you present yourself with confidence and self-respect. In an ever-evolving world, it's crucial to embrace new technologies rather than shy away from them. In my 30s, it was the internet that was revolutionizing everything. Now, in my 40s, it's artificial intelligence. Whatever the next big thing is, make an effort to understand it and use it to your advantage. Being an early adopter can give you a significant edge over those who are resistant to change. It's also essential to be mindful of the information you consume and how it shapes your mindset. In today's hypersexualized world, it's easy to get caught up in a constant stream of provocative content. Making a conscious decision to desexualize your brain can be incredibly liberating. This isn't about being puritanical, it's about redirecting your mental energy. When you're not constantly bombarded with sexual imagery, you free up a tremendous amount of cognitive space that can be channeled into personal development, creative pursuits, and building meaningful connections. Your perception is your reality. This is one of the most powerful truths you can ever embrace. Two people can experience the exact same event and have wildly different interpretations of it. This is because our perception is shaped by our beliefs, our environment, and the people we surround ourselves with. The good news is you have the power to choose the perception that empowers you. You can train yourself to see opportunities instead of obstacles, to find lessons in failure, and to focus on the positive. And how do you change your perception? It starts with your thoughts. Your thoughts create your beliefs drive your actions, and your actions shape your reality. If you want to change your life, you must first change the way you think. This takes conscious effort, but it is absolutely possible. One of the most transformative shifts you can make is to reframe failure as iteration. Thomas Edison didn't fail 9,999 times before creating the light bulb. He had 9,999 iterations. Every attempt that doesn't produce the desired result is simply a learning experience, a data point that gets you closer to your goal. The faster you iterate, the faster you succeed. So, embrace experimentation, be willing to make mistakes, and view every failure as a stepping stone on your path to success. Chapter 4. The Art of Connection, Navigating Relationships and Emotional Intelligence. As you navigate through life, be incredibly discerning about who you take advice from. It seems self-explanatory, but it's a mistake many of us make. Don't ask for directions from someone who has never been where you want to go. Seek out mentors and advisors who have a proven track record of success in the areas you want to improve. In a world where it's easy to be offended, it's crucial to develop a thick skin. If you are easily offended, you are easily manipulated. Stop taking things so personally. A powerful mental framework to adopt is to always assume positive intent. More often than not, people are not intentionally trying to slight you. They are simply wrapped up in their own worlds. Life is far too short to waste precious mental energy on perceived insults. Furthermore, make a conscious effort to learn from people you disagree with. It's easy to surround ourselves with people who share our views, to live in an echo chamber where our own beliefs are constantly reinforced. But true growth comes from exposing ourselves to different perspectives. When you disagree with someone, don't see it as a personal attack. Instead, try to understand their point of view. You might learn something new, or at the very least, you'll strengthen your own arguments. One of the most profound acts of personal growth is forgiveness. There are 4 key people in your life you need to forgive. First, your parents. Resenting the people who gave you life is like drinking poison and expecting them to get hurt. As you get older and perhaps become a parent yourself, you gain a deeper appreciation for the challenges they faced. Every generation does the best they can with the tools they have. Forgive them, not for their sake, but for yours. You don't have to keep them in your life if they are toxic, but letting go of the resentment will free up an incredible amount of emotional energy. Second, forgive the people you once loved who didn't stay. Holding on to bitterness from past relationships only weighs you down. Learn the lessons, cherish the good memories, and move on. Third, forgive those who have genuinely wronged you. This doesn't mean you have to condone their actions, but holding on to anger only gives them continued power over you. And finally, and perhaps most importantly, forgive yourself. We all make mistakes, we all have regrets. Acknowledge them, learn from them, and let them go. Chapter 5. The Pursuit of More: Redefining Success and Financial Freedom. It's never too late to start something new. At 24, I thought it was too late to switch careers. At 30, I thought it was too late to start a business. Looking back, I realize how absurd those thoughts were. At 30, you're not late, you're early. You finally have a combination of wisdom from your experiences and enough time ahead of you to build something truly meaningful. So, banish the thought that it's too late from your vocabulary. When it comes to money, understand that it is a powerful tool, but a terrible master. Your goal should be to use money to buy your freedom, not to chase status. The first step is to eliminate any consumer debt you may have. Make that your top financial priority. Then focus on investing in assets that will grow over time, and most importantly, investing in yourself, your skills, your knowledge, and your well-being. Don't fall into the trap of buying things to impress others. If you need a fancy watch or a luxury car to attract a partner or close a business deal, you're playing a losing game. You'll attract people who are interested in your possessions, not in you, and you'll be relying on external validation rather than developing the skills and character that lead to genuine success. The people you surround yourself with will have a profound impact on your trajectory in life. If you want to achieve more, you need to be around people who are playing at a higher level. This means you might have to make the difficult decision to distance yourself from those who are holding you back. Embrace the idea of being the dumbest person in the room. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. You become fitter by training with people who are stronger than you. You become more successful by learning from those who have achieved what you want to achieve. Let go of your ego and seek out opportunities to be around people who will challenge you and push you to grow. Here is a simple 3-step formula for success in any endeavor. First, show up. Show up consistently whether you feel like it or not. This alone will put you ahead of 80% of people. Second, when you show up, do the work. This means deep, focused work, free from distractions. Give your full attention to the task at hand. And third, constantly look for ways to improve. You can be showing up and doing the work, but if you're working on the wrong things, you won't make progress. Adopt a mindset of continuous improvement. Chapter 6. The Fulfilled Life. Beyond the surface of success. Many people chase external markers of success, money, cars, houses, believing that these things will bring them happiness. But a truly great life is built on a foundation of things that money can't buy. Doing work you love, being in good health, having strong relationships with family and friends. Don't get so caught up in the pursuit of external success that you neglect the things that truly create a fulfilling life. A great life is also about focusing on the right constraints. The first type of constraint is a bottleneck, the one thing that is holding you back from achieving your goals. Identify that bottleneck and make it your priority to fix it. Success is often less about adding more things and more about subtracting the things that are holding you back. The second type of constraint is one you intentionally place on your life to uphold your values. For example, can you build a successful business while still making it home for dinner with your family every night? Can you maintain your health while pursuing your ambitions? These constraints force you to be more creative and ensure that you're building a life that is truly aligned with what matters most to you. Take full responsibility for your emotions. It's easy to blame others for how we feel, but the truth is our emotions are our own creation. No one can make you feel a certain way. They can act in a way that triggers an emotional response in you, but you are the one who is ultimately in control of how you react. Learning to manage your emotions is one of the most important skills you can develop. This leads to the concept of taking extreme ownership for every result in your life. This doesn't mean that everything that happens to you is your fault, but it is always your responsibility to decide how you will respond. When you blame others, you give away your power. When you take ownership, you reclaim your agency and put yourself in the driver's seat of your own life. Chapter 7. The Engine of Achievement. Setting and conquering your goals. Your mind is a goal-seeking machine. If you don't give it a clear target to aim for, it will drift aimlessly, or worse, it will adopt the goals that others have set for you. A simple yet incredibly powerful habit is to write down your goals. There's something magical that happens when you transfer a goal from a thought in your head to words on a piece of paper. Here's a system you can use to turn your biggest dreams into actionable steps. Start with a 3-year vision. Where do you want to be in 3 years? Get as clear and detailed as you can. Then, break that 3-year vision down into a 1-year goal. What do you need to accomplish this year to move closer to your vision? Next, break that 1-year goal down into quarterly projects, then into monthly tasks, and finally, into weekly and daily actions that you can schedule in your calendar. By breaking down your big goals into smaller, manageable steps, you make them feel less daunting and much more achievable. However, there's a paradox to goal setting. Once you've set your destination, your focus should shift to the process. Fall in love with the journey, not just the destination. The happiness is in the striving, in the daily work, in the progress you're making. As the rapper Russ says, "I enjoy the climb, I don't care where the summit is." When you focus on the process, you're playing an infinite game, one where the joy comes from the act of playing, not just from winning. Achieving a goal is not just about gaining something, it's about becoming the person who is capable of achieving that goal. You have to level up your thinking, your habits, and your behaviors. As you work towards your goal, focus on becoming the person you need to be to make that goal a reality. And finally, remember that the shortcut is the long path, and the long path is the shortcut. Every time you've tried to lose weight quickly or get rich quick, how has that worked out for you? Chasing shortcuts robs you of the opportunity to develop the skills and resilience you need to sustain your success. Embrace the long path, it's the only one that leads to lasting results. Conclusion: the power of a year, your journey starts now. We often overestimate what we can accomplish in a few weeks, but we drastically underestimate what we can achieve in a year. Think about all the things you've started and then quit because it got a little too hard. What if you had stuck with it for a full year? Where would you be now? My biggest regrets in life are not the things I did, but the things I didn't do. I started a YouTube channel 15 years ago and gave up because I wasn't seeing immediate results. If I had just kept at it, imagine where I would be today. So, I want to leave you with this final thought. Instead of looking for the quick fix, the 6-week transformation, or the get-rich-quick scheme, adopt a mindset of as long as it takes. Want to get in the best shape of your life? I'll do it for as long as it takes. Want to build a successful business? As long as it takes. This mindset gives you the freedom to make mistakes, to learn, and to grow without the pressure of an unrealistic timeline. Give yourself a full year to dedicate to your most important goals. I promise you, you will be amazed at what you can accomplish. Everything I've shared with you today comes from my own experiences. But don't just take my word for it. As the great Bruce Lee said, absorb what is useful, discard what is useless, and add what is specifically your own. Take these ideas, test them in your own life, and see what works for you. Your journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Make that step today. Thanks for watching.